war can bring out both the best and the worst in nature. In one of the strangest and most terrifying battles of World War II, human soldiers faced not just enemy fire, but one of nature's deadliest predators. This is the story of the Battle of Ramree Island, where hundreds of Japanese soldiers were reportedly hunted down by saltwater crocodiles. In early 1945, as the Allied forces advanced across Burma in their campaign to push out Japanese forces, Ramree Island became a key target. The island's airstrip was strategically important to secure the western coast of Burma and maintain control over supply lines in the Bay of Bengal. On January 21, 1945, British and Indian troops launched an amphibious assault on Ramree Island. After a fierce battle, the Allies gained the upper hand, and Japanese forces, numbering nearly 1,000, were forced to retreat. The Japanese soldiers, facing certain defeat, fled into the island's dense mangrove swamps. These swamps, however, were not a refuge. Instead, they were filled with venomous insects, disease-carrying mosquitoes, and worst of all, saltwater crocodiles, the largest and most aggressive reptiles on the planet. According to reports, the retreating soldiers waded through the knee-deep mud and water, but they weren't alone. The swamps were infested with hundreds of hungry crocodiles, some of them reaching up to 23 feet in length. And this is where the story turns from warfare to horror. Over the following nights, eerie sounds filled the swamps, the screams of men, the thrashing of water, and the unmistakable roars of crocodiles. It is said that the crocodiles, sensing easy prey, began hunting the soldiers. By morning, the swamps were silent, save for the occasional splash of crocodiles, finishing off what remained. Of the nearly 1,000 Japanese soldiers who entered the swamp, only around 500 survived. One of the most famous accounts of the incident comes from British naturalist Bruce Stanley Wright, who participated in the battle. Wright later wrote, "That night of February 19th was the most horrible that any member of the ML, motor launch crews, ever experienced. The crocodiles, alerted by the din of warfare and the scent of blood, gathered in the swamp. Hundreds of Japanese soldiers fell victim to the reptiles." Today, Ramree Island stands as a haunting reminder of the horrors of war. Not just the violence of human conflict, but the way nature itself can become a battlefield. Whether or not the Crocodile Massacre was as deadly as the legends suggest, it remains one of the most bizarre and terrifying stories to come out of World War II. What do you think? Could hundreds of soldiers really have been hunted by crocodiles? Or has the legend grown larger than the reality? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.